finally find a meal tick. It ain't about the money, but if I get it, then I will quit. I can't do no 9 to 5 forever. I got big dreams. Put myself above it. Mindset is on 6 strings. I remember used to call my mama come.
And you can handle all the winter wonder.
Hit me now every time she see me casual pull up in a Bentley. I ain't flexing, it's just motivation. So many talents, just like channels when you switching stations. They be looking at that boy like he's so amazing. G.O.D. on my side, no more explanations. That's all I gotta say. Ain't no more talking, ain't no more.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Now, Nikola Jokic is...
He is definitely letting the play develop, DA. Thank you. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Michael Porter Jr.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks...
Yeah.
So much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Porter. Jokic is out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And for Brooklyn, front court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Harris is out there with Harden, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Porter with a block, and they're able to recover. In the corner, Harden feeds it to Griffin. Porter with the steal. To the paint. Here's Morris. Yep, that one goes in there.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And on any given play, the beard can take your breath away. He's just got that flair for the spectacular.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Jokic missing. The Nets have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic LU jam. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple of years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Harden against Morris. Passes it to KD. 5 to shoot. Nice D from Porter.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Green kicks to Morris. And it's Jokic in the corner. Shoots over Griffin, and Griffin sends it back.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought. There's
the steal. guarded by Harden. The 11-footer. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. This is the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Green finds Morris. They kick it out to Green. Wide open look. Brooklyn with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Harden against Green. Out to Harris. Intercepted. Morris dishes to Green.
2 minutes to play.
Right side quarter. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Claxton. Now Kevin Durant. 1:39 left to play here in the first. Doesn't get it to drop for him. For Denver, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Durant with the steal. Oh, Griffin in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shoots from 14. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
It's Harden with the drive.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. The Nuggets trail. And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. And the basket by Gordon.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
With the teardrop. Green the pass to Najee. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Harden way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, discussed what brought him to the
hustle work, every day, twice a day.
He did indeed. Those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So on the floor for Denver, JaMychal Green is out there with Gordon. It's Najee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP, and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thanks. They are for real. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Blake Griffin, and Irving subbed in for Harris. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Dozier, guarded by Harden. Dozier passes to Najee. And again, Denver no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it. Now rising up with ease right there, James Johnson up and throwing down.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Green missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Harden the pass to Aldridge. Back to Harden. And there's the drive. And Harden with the stop.
And on the drive, Harden is so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. And oh, here comes Durant all alone. And then Durant with the jam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Denver calls timeout. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
And they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
And here are the Nets. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Harden surveying the D. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Brent, the wrinkle added to the playoff format for 2021, the play-in tournament really became a hot button issue last season.
Yeah, it felt like either we're going to love it or you weren't going to like it at all. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed the fact that the last month of the season provided games that had something at stake. And that positioning to get into the 10th slot with an opportunity to get into the playoffs drew the attention of NBA fans and players to keep competing until the very end of the season to take that shot at getting into the postseason. So I really like it.
Irving against Jokic. Irving passes to Aldridge. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Great size and great balance for a big man. Aldridge does a superb job of finishing through the contact.
Pass to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Morris passes to Jokic. Off target from three-point range.
And they continue to control the glass.
Irving with the bounce pass. Throws it up high, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie's terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Morris passes to Jokic. 1:30 left to play here in the half. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jokic. Morris has got 5 points so far.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triple-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s.
Here's the pass to Jokic. Over Aldridge. Goes back up. The layup good by Porter. Porter's got his second bucket.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Outside Irving. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. That one falls. Irving's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Morris outside. Denver passing it around. Driving the lane. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
He's off from 17 feet. And so it's Brooklyn in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish, and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
James Harden was the man in the first. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. The numbers are too. And I don't see those numbers dropping off. They're going to keep doing the dirty work in the second half.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
The energy on D stood for disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Johnson is out there with Durant. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. He can't get it to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 9-point game. Porter dishes to Green. Passes it to Jokic. It's Porter atop the key. Just 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Morris. Nice open look, but it's no good. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Irving.
From Kyrie.
Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, Porter. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move right there. The 3-ball look easy.
Harden the pass to Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Nets lead by 10.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Porter passes to Jokic. Here's the teardrop.
good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Najee's checked in, and it's Green in for Jeff Green. Campazzo covered by Irving. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. Knocked loose.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. Arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening. And David, thank you very much.
And you start with the scoring numbers when you talk James Harden, but he's also led the league in assists, steals, three-pointers, even minutes played, an incredibly impactful player.
The Nuggets moving the ball around to the middle. Green in the post. Johnson on him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 3-on-3. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Dozier. He's covered by Irving. Dozier passes to Green. 4 on the shot clock. From the arc. Dozier can't get it to go.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really, right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Pass to Gordon. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Campazzo covered by Irving. Campazzo. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And Harden with the stop.
Just another way Aldridge beats you as a facilitator. Very comfortable making decisions.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gordon, the pass to Campazzo. Haji, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Haji's got his first bucket of the night. Timeout called the Nets.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. 1:51 left to play here in the third. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closer. And he slams it down right on top of JaMychal Green.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
5 on the clock. Here's Dozier. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight. Harden kicks to Irving. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Harden up top. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Dozier. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. Here's Green. 2 free throws coming up, and it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. Griffin comes in for Johnson. And Harris subbed in for Irving. Big group substitution here for Denver.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's Harden, takes it inside, and Harden with the stuff.
And on the offensive end, Harden can be such a monster. So far, he's had little trouble finding his shots.
Morris outside, trying to find Jokic, gets it to him, shoots over Griffin, misses off the left iron. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shoot. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
They're just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Harden. So out there for the Nuggets right now. We've got Green. He's out there with Jokic. Aaron Gordon out there with Morris. Harden the pass to Claxton. Good on the bucket.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Jokic finds Gordon. Outside, Green. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. They get it again, and they'll get another chance.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. All alone. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Outside for Griffin. Morris against Harden. Driving inside. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Morris outside. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Nailed from three-point land.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Inside.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Morris. Outside Gordon. Morris against Harris. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The pass to Morris. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 17. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, sure. It's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he's hitting 90% for his career from the free throw line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
He doesn't get the second one. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Denver calls timeout.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the key, you just keep going.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Passes to Jokic. Morris with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jokic. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Kevin Durant, great length and using his advantage on the inside.
Morris passes to Green. Outside Porter. Jokic high post. Porter inside. Defended by Durant. Porter, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 20. Harden outside. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. He takes it in, and the jam by Harden.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jokic from downtown. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And Griffin playing with heart. Like how he slams that one home right now, dominating in the paint.
Morris passes to Jokic. There's the drive, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah. Show it off.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for James Harden.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
The dish to Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. Porter, no luck. they've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Now here's Porter driving to the basket, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And Michael Porter Jr. being drafted was a bit of a high risk, high reward due to the fact that physically he needed to come a long way to be consistent in the NBA. And we may be seeing signs that it's going to pay off with huge dividends.
Here is Harden. Down low.
And once they smell blood in the water, you can see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge report.
Thanks, guys. James, you had it going. How confident were you all offensively?
I'm just trying to do whatever it takes to win. Like, honestly, if I got to score a lot of points tonight, teammates were making shots. They were playing hard. It was a great team.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
30 points, 10 assists.
I gotta move, I gotta go, I gotta prove, I gotta know, is it the truth? I gotta grow, I gotta grow, I gotta grow, I gotta win, I got